I'd like to start by invoking the name of Dr. Creep here, because without him, we wouldn't be here. Our story starts a long time ago in a place called Dayton, Ohio, where a twisted, alienated, disenfranchised young man sat in the dark watching these images flickering by on the TV of these strange people that you would come to find out were horror hosts. That young man would grow up to be a horror host, and one of the most arrogant, egotistical, self-important, puffed up. Well, as I say, enough about me. Our story really starts, it does start in Dayton, Ohio, at the turn of the century, when an equally twisted, disenfranchised young man sat watching television with his friends, I believe, in a basement. That's the way I heard the story when you were like 12 years old. And he saw me, saw Dr. Creep, a lot of people, when he reached out to us. I got a letter from him, an email, one of the first emails I think I ever got. It was like 1999 or something. And I said, hello, my name is Portino's Quattro. And I want your job, old man. I think it's exactly what your words were. And he went to the Miami Valley Cable Council there, and there he met myself, Andy Copp, Dr. Creep, a lot of people that would take him under their wings and take him on the road, give him lots of guff, blow cigar smoke in his hair, so he comes by all this naturally. So, with all that said, he tells the story, and he's done the story much better than I can, and I'm on the verge of tears like I always am during these things. So let me just welcome to the stage and say it's my honor to welcome to the stage HorrorHound Hall of Fame, class of 2025 inductee, Dr. Freak, Henrique Couto.
I had tried to think really hard, what am I going to say? What do I want to say? And then I was like, it's really going to be based on what Bob says. So, and since he was starting to cry, I'm going to try hard not to. To me, horror hosting is a kind of voodoo magic. Because when I was a young kid, I was like 11 or 12 when I first saw you guys on the air. I had trouble making friends, like a lot of us do. It just was hard to make friends. And I found friends on the TV, which a lot of us do. I love these stupid movies, and there were these, fun people who they not only kept me company, they made me excited to become an adult, because I was like, oh, someone like me doesn't have to fade away and become something else. I can stay a weirdo. But the reason I say it's a voodoo is because I'm one of a few people that have the insane privilege that my friends from the TV became my friends in real life. When I was a kid, the first time I was at the cable station on Dr. Creep's set and on Ghastly set, I was 12, 13 years old. So it literally was magic to me to see these people be my actual friends. And when I look back, it's one of those, is it just me or is it everybody else memories that just blows my mind? And it started it started my entire life. My entire life has been based around movies and storytelling and art and creativity. And it all started because I wrecked my poor mother's bathroom sink with grease paint Thank you for cleaning that up every time. I had ADHD and no one knew. I'm sticking with that as why. But as I've gotten older and I've gotten a chance to work hosting movies and hosting cartoons and making films and meeting horror hosts from all over the country, there's something I've noticed. There's a softness to horror hosts, kindness, a gentleness to horror hosts. And I just realized why. For the purposes of this story, I just realized why. Because they want to be good friends. That's what makes you want to put on the makeup or put on a suit, or really just makes you want to talk to a camera between a movie you like, is you want to be that friend to someone else. Subconsciously, consciously, I don't know. That's why when you come to an event like this and you meet the horror hosts, whether you've known of them forever or you've known them for a month, they're soft, gentle, kind, and thoughtful. Because they want to be good friends, and we all want to be good friends to some extent. I don't have a pin to put in that, but that's what I feel as I look at this, and the audacity of a 12-year-old being like, I'm going to host horror movies on cable access. There are a million people to thank. I mean, Bob is one of the first people I thank. Creep is one of the first people I thank. Andy Copp is one of the first people I thank. And of course, my mother, who was kind enough to join me, never embarrassed of her wild child. So, thank you all, and please be a good friend. That's it.
Oh.